I feel like this is one of those filters that allows a person to truly tell you who they are. For instance, I am unwell.
O cholera, czy to Freddy Fazbear? Oh, 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 oh.
Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars.
They warned me Satan would be attractive. Let's go.
Place your heart with mine. Let your sleeping soul take flight.
That's what you want, isn't it? To be mine. Forever.
I'm flattered, but I think not. It's not you, you understand. It's me. I have standards.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Who's the goose that's on the loose? Gustavian. Where are your sandwiches? Where are they gone? Gustavian. Is he here? Is he there? Oh my god, he's wearing somebody's hair.
Just found out that Baldur's Gate has an equipable poop knife.
This was what my character was supposed to look like during character creation. She looks normal. She looks like a human being. So I have no idea why she looks like Aunt Ito mixed with a baboon. Like
Place your heart with mine. Let your sleeping soul take flight. Take me through the night.
It's the thing that I fucking hate about Karlach, because she's like hands down the best romance choice, and it prevents me from doing a villain run, because anytime she gets introduced to the party, I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna be a fucking hero now, because if I do anything mean, or if I just start murdering people, I get that little Karlach disapproves thing, and I start blubbering and hyperventilating and crying.
Did you know, in Baldur's Gate 3 you can adopt an owlbear cub, and here's how. You meet the mummy owlbear in a cave near the Druid Grove. At this point you want to pass some dice rolls and back away to avoid fighting her. Fun fact, if you return later you'll find that she's been killed by goblins and the baby is nowhere to be seen. Go to the goblin camp, you can persuade them to let you take the cub, you can play a game of chicken chasing and win the cub, or you can just kill all the goblins. What would you do? The best part is, if you also adopted the dog Scratch from my other video, the dog and the cub become best friends.
They stole my weapon! I'm gonna teach this a lesson.
No, dude, he took your weapon, you idiot! No!
What in the sweet hells were you thinking? Activating that lance? I was right there! Gods! Do you have any idea how much that hurt? Next time. No, no, no. If there is a next time, I'll be the one aiming the all-powerful weapon. Thank you. Although, I do appreciate you trying to fix your mistake. Just don't do it again. Now, shall we go? Or do you have any other chaos you need to unleash here?
You should go. My friend is injured.
Oh, I don't think he's getting back up, baby. I don't think he's gonna wake up.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
Oh my god, makes me want to cry.
He calls me Scratch. You can do the same.
Come with us, Scratch, we'll take care of you.
We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on two legs.
Travel with me.
No, I won't leave him.
You have to. If he doesn't wake up, follow my scent, I have a camp.
If it comes to that, I may.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, why am I crying over a digital dog that is by its master's side? That's actually really sad.
You... What? Now? After all this? How dare you? After all I've done for you? After everything I've sacrificed? But fine. If that's what you want, so be it. I can make my own way in the world. There's enough of it out there. I'll find some nice, dark place where neither you nor Cazador will ever bother me again. It is a pity. We were rather good together. I'll never forget it. Goodbye, darling. And good luck.
I have heard a number of criticisms for this game at this point, some of which are valid, but the goofiest of which has to be the idea that the romances are too easy and somehow detract from the game. Before you even start, no, this is not about my inherent lack of riz, this is about your misunderstanding of how hot people move. Most of the criticism appears leveled at the idea that the characters are putting out too early and it defeats the whole point. And let me break this down for you. The premise of your camp is 5 to 10 extremely hot people, withers, and then the imminent threat of death. That is a more potent combination than band camp. 48 hours to live and you're not spending any of it sideways? That makes you crazy, not Larian Studios. All of your companions have great narrative arcs, not you. Do require investment to see to the end. Of course they put out early. Look at them. It's not a hypersexualized game. It's an accurate depiction of attractive people in the woods.
If Baldur's Gate doesn't win Game of the Year for bringing literal D&D perfectly into the video game world, I don't know what will. For context, this took like 45 minutes to set up, and it was so cool. 1, 2, 3, 8 smoke powder barrels down there, okay? 8. And a smoke powder barrel does 4d4 plus 18 force damage. So 44 average, which is 10, and we add 18, that's 28. That's 1 barrel times 8. 154 damage. And that's not counting the fire wine. That's not counting the fire wine barrels, which I don't know if they do any damage on their own, but they are flammable. So let's try throwing some alchemist fire at them instead. You ready to see this? Oh! Let's go! That was it! That was all of them! They're all dead! Holy shit! That was beautiful!
Do not let the hilarity that is the bear scene deceive you, my brothers and sisters. Baldur's Gate 3 is actually a new low in convincing gamers to overlook romantic red flags, thanks to our alien Dami Mommy, Lae'zel. If you want a character in Baldur's Gate 3 to sleep with you, they need to like you. And the way you figure this out is after every, important thing you do, they'll give you Lae'zel approves, Lae'zel disapproves, other unimportant people approve or disapprove. You get it. And after a few hours, Lae'zel might be the meanest bitch alive. I'm a straight white man. I am no stranger to a villain run, but Shawty is just cruel. She told me that I looked goofy because I didn't actively participate in child murder. I'm pretty sure that her, perfect, her dream partner is like a Terminator robot that has some extra paddles at knee height to slap candy out of the hands of children. It's fucked up. We cannot reward this type of callous and cruel character design is what I'm saying to you. I am resetting my saves to push over elderly people just so that she'll look at me again.
Did you know, in Baldur's Gate 3, not only can you rescue and adopt a dog for your camp, but you can also get an owlbear cub. And if you get them both at the same time, this very special thing happens and you get a rare achievement. Here's everything you need to know. You rescue Scratch by finding him guarding his fallen master, refusing to leave their side, saying that they're asleep and they'll wake up soon.
My friend is injured.
Do not shout at the body, but tell the poor baby to follow your scent when they're ready. They'll show up at your camp later. For the owlbear cub, you find them in a cave protected by its mummy. You can fight the mother owlbear if you want, but either way goblins will end her later and kidnap the child. You'll find the owlbear cub at the goblin camp, being forced to run an obstacle course. You can interact with the cub before persuading or butchering the goblins and setting them free. They'll find you later on. Once you have both, do some long rests and you'll be woken one night to the sound of whining. You'll run towards the sound and find this.
These two have become firm friends.
Pass the rolls to stroke them both one by one, and you'll get the "you have two hands for a reason" achievement that less than 10% of people currently have, as well as one of the cutest scenes in the game. Did you rescue the animals or did you miss out? Let me know in a comment and follow for more.
One more bite is all it would take. That's what you want, isn't it? To be mine. Forever. You wouldn't just be some spawn. You're far more than that to me. My dark consort. My right hand. My most beloved spawn. Oh, don't be like that. I'd never want to control you. I love you. That's what you've been waiting to hear, isn't it? That's what you want. We could be together for eternity, ruling this world side by side. We could have it all. I knew you'd come around. Shall we have one last night together before you join me in immortality? One for the road, so to speak. Impatient, are we? Well, who am I to deny you?
These must-have mods are finally available for Baldur's Gate 3's full release, so let's talk about them. First up is the simpler one, which is new character creation presets. This essentially just adds a ton of new options for faces when making your characters, depending on what race and body type you pick. Some race body type combos get a few new faces to pick from, like half elf masculine, but for others, like elf feminine, there's a bunch of new options. Like I'm talking over 24 new faces to pick from. I love this mod because while yeah, the faces we get in the base game are great, having all these extra options can really help with creating a character that just feels truly unique and all your own. And the other mod I want to highlight is 5e spells. This adds a lot of brand new spells to the game that already exist in D&D, but may not have made it over to Baldur's Gate 3. This version of the mod only goes up to spells of level 3 at the moment, but the mod creator is working on putting spells of higher level as well. This mod adds some really dope spells to the game, like Tasha's Caustic Brew, Flock of Familiars, and Mind Spike. Even some of my favorites have been added, like Shadow Blade, Summon Beast, and Summon Shadow Spawn. I'll be making more videos like this, highlighting cool mods as new ones get released, or older ones from early access get updated for fully release, like the one I'm looking most forward to, Expanded Warlock, and other subclass mods in general. Modding for BG3 is really simple for the most part, so if you'd like a tutorial, be sure to comment and let me know. Must-have mods for Baldur's Gate 3. Episode 2. First, let's take a look at the Cleric subclasses mod. This mod adds the Arcana, Death, Forge, Grave, Order, Peace, and Twilight domains as options for Cleric subclasses. I believe that makes it so that every single Cleric domain in D&D is now available to play in Baldur's Gate 3, if I'm not mistaken. This mod implements the features of each subclass, and thanks to being tied to that 5e spells mod, also adds some of the spells that each domain should be getting as well. It even changes the starting equipment for some of them, so that way their theme is more better represented. So if your favorite Cleric subclass didn't make the cut at launch, then this mod is for you. I personally am going to make Shadowheart a Death Cleric on my second run, as I think that could fit her theme pretty well. Now let's take a look at a personal favorite of mine, that being Basket Full of Equipment. This mod adds over 700 pieces of equipment to the game for you to deck out your characters with. I'm talking everything from simple cloth hoods and new leather armors all the way to these elaborate dresses and bard's clothes. The best part is this mod makes them all available from the start of the game, and it comes with a bunch of dyes. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. I wanted to dye my equipment so much in the base game, but merchants early on really didn't have dyes that I cared about. But this mod here gives you, I think, pretty much every dye, and you can really customize how you want your characters to look now thanks to this. Everything I tested in the mod, by the way, is dyeable, if I'm not mistaken. It also gives you some new weapon choices, like katanas that share stats with other weapons in the game, and what's really cool is it's all balanced in that all equipment in this mod shares the same AC, but it depends on what armor proficiency you have. So if there's a dress, set of clothes, or some armor you want your character to fight in, but you can normally equip heavy armor, no worries. It's gonna have AC comparable to heavy armor that you can get out in the world. And the AC of all equipment is going to increase with you as you level. So that way, if you get attached to your character's look, you don't have to discard what you're wearing, as it'll still be effective effective at the later levels that you would typically start to find better armor, at least for the equipment that's given to you from this mod. I think this is a really nice touch and allows for a lot of freedom in how you want your character to look throughout the entire playthrough without being overpowered. If you want to wear barbarian clothes or a mage's robes but still have good AC even if you're like a fighter or a paladin, well, this mod is gonna let you do that. Be sure to comment and let me know if there are any mods you'd like me to cover, and when I find some more myself that I like, I'll be sure to make another episode.
Do you have a moment? I think we need to talk. Oh, it's nothing terrible, it's just... well, maybe it is a little terrible. Look, I had a plan. A nice, simple plan. Seduce you, sleep with you, manipulate your feelings so you'd never turn on me. It was easy. Instinctive. Habits from 200 years of charming people kicked in. All you had to do was fall for it. And all I had to do was not fall for you. Which is where my nice, simple plan fell apart. You're incredible. You deserve something real. I want us to be something real. Yes, all right. I can understand. It's a shame. But I don't want to risk treating you like you're one of his victims. Perhaps it's better if we don't continue with whatever this was. Perhaps we'll both be better for it.
Good morning, Uncle Gorgeous.
How much is this?
So buy 4, get 1 free.
I'll have the free one.
No, Gorgeous, you mean to pay for this? Gorgeous!
My husband is working a 12-hour shift in a dead-end job that he fucking hates but can't really leave because it pays the bills. I went to the grocery store and got all his favorite snacks and his favorite drinks so that he can come home, crash on the couch, and play video games. But I'm gonna transform it like I've seen some people do where they make their house into like a little movie theater. Like be a concierge when he comes in and ask what snacks and drinks he wants. He's obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3 right now, and I call it Ballsack Gate, so that's why I have Ball Your Sack with the new and exclusive Baldur's Gate 3, obviously. Hello. When he comes in, I'm gonna have a menu for him that has all the snacks and drinks. I use this thing and I'm gonna be sitting at it like a concierge. Brought down all his pillows and blankets and a change of clothes for him so that he can sit and just crash out. Got his controller charging, so that should be ready to go. The menu. This has all of his favorite snacks. Fancy milk is literally just whole milk as opposed to like almond milk. And as you can see here, we have the drink menu. Conk is Coke and Dr. PP is Dr. Pepper, obviously. He doesn't have the enzyme that metabolizes alcohol, so Pepsid will be an additional charge, no exceptions. Made a hat for myself, and I will be making a name tag to properly identify myself as an arcade employee. Perfect. Can you see it? Film his reaction because he's gonna think this is so fucking funny. I cannot wait. My snack stand is set up, and I also have my tablet pulled up so that I can charge him appropriately. There are some rather expensive items on this list, so we'll see what he picks. Okay, I hung up and told him I had to go because my sister is calling me, because he calls me when he gets done with work and we talk until he gets home. So I was like, oh shit, my sister's calling me, I gotta hang up. He's like, okay, I'll be home in like 3 minutes. Girl, I'm watching your location on Find Friends. I know you'll be home. Hello, welcome to Let's Arcade. Will you be balling your sack with us tonight?
I will be, yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Welcome in. Would you like to peruse our menu?
Sitting right here too. Nope. Cat out there.
Yeah. He's already done that twice.
Oh my goodness.
We do have a.
Do they all come with smoochies?
No, that's the cost of the items.
Oh.
Yeah. So we do have a wide variety of items for you to choose from, including snacks and drinks. Pepsid will be an extra fee of smoochies. And then you just let me know what you would like.
Oh my. I will like some Sour Patch Kids.
Okay, great. That's 2 smoochies.
2 smoochies, okay. I gotta have the LeBron James chips.
Okay, I thought so.
Oh my gosh. So many different drink choices. Let's do a pineapple mango.
Okay. Would
And
you
a
like a
Pepsi.
Pepsi? Okay, that will be an additional 5 smoochies as long as you're okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think for now that's probably good. Definitely will be back.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, add those Jolly Rancher gummies.
Okay. Alright, that's 3 smoochies.
Alright.
So your running total right now,
What's the damage?
56.
56
Do you
smoochies.
have enough?
I've got enough smoochies.
Okay. Alright. Well, that sounds good. I'll put in your order. If you would like to proceed to the gaming area, there is a change of clothes there for you, as well as a quesadilla.
I'd like to deposit my first smoochie.
Thank you for your payment. You have 55 smoochies left to pay out.
Wow, babe, you are amazing. What does your shirt say?
This is
Rams Arcade. How can I help you?